All right, now we're going to assemble an English bell grandfather clock. These are all the same. They were built the same because of the English Clockmakers Guild. They had a design that every clockmaker had to follow if they were going to make a clock. So here's the back plate, which is the one with the pins on them. Now, when I took this apart, I put a little T on here so that I know this was the time wheel. So let's just drop that in. This is the center post. That's the one with a long shaft. Drop that in next. Then we find the next wheel, which is a time wheel. Has no pins on it at all. We drop that in. Then we put the escape wheel in. It has the shaft for the long second hand, and that's got that little wheel that looks like it's like a sawtooth. This is called the escape wheel. We drop that in. Now when we go to the strike side, the first thing you put in is the hammer. This is a strange little thing. It's got the hammer on it. You put that in first. Then you find the great wheel. The great wheel on this one also has the little pins all over it, which is sometimes called the star wheel. And this thing is really wearing out. All these pins are worn. And here is the strike gear. We'll drop that in first. Then we drop in the star wheel. Then we take the next wheel. It always graduates big to little. The next wheel has a shaft on it with a pin. It's always advisable when you put the clock together, if it has a pin, rule of hand is that pin goes at 12 o'clock. So we'll put that at 12 o'clock. Now the next wheel up to that is a little smaller. It also has a pin. We'll put that at 12 o'clock. And then this wheel, it always has the big brass fan on it. That's called the governor fan. That regulates the speed of the clock. And that gets dropped in. Now this is the lift that runs off the center post. Now I noticed that the lift is running on the... Oh, this is a stop gear. I was wrong. That's a stop gear. Let's put that in next. Now, the only thing left is the front plate. I polished this front plate. I use 4-0 steel wool, and then I put a clear plastic finish over the top to protect it forever. So that's really nice. That goes on next. And this is nice because first you drop the center post. Then you drop the two gears. Then you drop the second hand. Then you drop the... We're almost there. We only got a few gears to go. And we're going to put this together now. Got a nice pair of tweezers. Put that over there. Put that in. And this one goes here. And when a clock comes together, at the very end, I call it the big click. I don't know if we're going to get one here, but normally the last wheel that goes in causes everything to go. Here it comes. Click. Everything went together. The clock is now together. And that's how you put an 8-day English bell, 200-year-old plus clock together.